Sunday. Sunday is the Lord's Day, and for some people, it's not. Saturday is. We respect everyone over here. But anyway, I am thankful that the good Lord woke me up this morning. Now, without further ado, my opening intro. Good morning. Hey, East Dad, how you doing? Shatika. Well, let me follow me with my show, please. Okay. Good morning, my beautiful audience. I come to you as a content creator, a messenger, a Christian thug, and a woman with an opinion on how I see things. I had a wonderful time this past weekend of being with women who love their higher power at the Pearl Beatrice Singleton Retreat for the Baptist State General Convention to hear women's testimonies on how we have overcome so many obstacles, addictions, losing jobs, good and bad children, how we made a way when we didn't know how we would be able to eat and clothe our children, just keeping the house going. Some dealt with good husbands, some had bad husbands, some women had been abused mentally and physically by husbands, siblings, and children. It was an intriguing, spirit-filled week. Thank you, East Dad, because just give me a minute. I got my show lined up, and I'm going to show you my opinion. Okay? So anyway, I had this weekend filled with beautiful women of all races, color, creeds, political, and religious backgrounds. We all came together. We fixed each other's crowns. It was just a great weekend. So, since I got East Dad in here right now, You don't go nowhere. So I'm going to talk about Angie Stone first. It was Marvin Sapp, but I'm going to talk about Angie Stone. Now, this is why I need people to follow me. Hold on. Y'all got to hold on because, hey, Jessica T. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm rechanging. Okay, everyone. I'm getting ready to start. I've rechanged. I was gonna start with Marvin Sapp, but I'm gonna start with Angie Stone, and I need y'all to follow me. Now, this first video that I'm showing, I need y'all to listen to this video. How can you smile when your heart has been broken?
And we want the artists to be free. We don't want the companies bigger than the artists. We want the people respected and the stars that we make stars to shine in the galaxy for us. We were already off the wall. And we coming off our seats to stand up for justice in the music industry.
This is very important because throughout the years, Black artists have been taken advantage of completely. And it's time now that we have to put a stop to this incredible, incredible injustice. And like Mrs. Sharpton was saying, people from James Brown to Sammy Davis Jr., some of the real pioneers that inspired me to be the entertainer that I am. These artists are always on tour because if they stopped touring, they would totally go broken. And it's been, the record companies really, really do conspire against their artists. They steal, they cheat, they do whatever they can, especially the Black artists.
Yeah. And let me say this.
Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is the president of the record division. He is a mean, he's a racist, and he's very, very, very devilish.
Into this way, and whoever else, artists that are on their label that are be sucked. Sony sucks. Sony sucks. I want to hear the guys in the back.
Okay, that was Michael Jackson. Now just follow me so I can get to the reason I'm saying Angie Stone unalived herself. Moving forward, we're getting ready to go to this beautiful artist right here.
On December 31st, 1999, my publishing contract with Warner Chappell expired, thus emancipating the name I was given before birth, Prince, from all long-term restrictive documents. I will now go back to using my name instead of the symbol I adopted as a means to free myself from all undesirable relationships. The price of CDs have skyrocketed while the quality of music has plummeted. And as long as middlemen create the means by which the consumer consumes, this will never change. The problem is not a complex one, and the solution is simple. Let the baker make the bread. I'm a musician. I make music.
Now, we have two of the best artists. Two of the best artists to talk about the music industry. Okay? We see Michael Jackson calling out Sony. We got Prince calling out Warner Brothers. What happened to them? They were unalived. They got them hooked on things. They had people around them. They keep them away from their family. These music industry people are not gonna let black people talk about them and walk these streets. So then we have the beautiful Angie Stone. Okay? Hold on, bear with me, because I had stuff lined up, but I've got to rechange it. Because I had my beautiful East Dad, who I respect, and I just wanted him to see where I was going with this.
Songwriter Angie Stone passed away at the age of 63 years old after a tragic car crash in Alabama, where she was the only fatality. You also know that Angie Stone has had a legendary career both in hip hop and in R&B music. And it was just back in December where she was calling out Universal Music for not paying her for her music.
A lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. After 40-something years in the business, I'm like, where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company, even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to, people that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I am truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time, because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen.
Okay. Hey, Breezy, Jester T, East Dad, hey, Pan. So The reason I say Angie Stone unalived herself because God dang it, she should have moved different. Okay? Hey, Rock Stone. Now, if we see where Michael Jackson and Prince talked about the industry, and they were unalived. You don't hear me good? Nobody can hear me well? Can you hear me now? Crap. And this is a brand new laptop. Hey, Rock. Okay. So, the point that I'm making is, don't get this twisted. These artists, they have to learn how to move differently. That's the only thing I'm saying. So if you seen these two artists that was unalived for talking about the industry, you didn't think they was gonna come for you? I mean, Angie could have moved differently. Angie could have went to another country, filed her lawsuits from there. She could have had somebody else file lawsuits. In my opinion, I just feel like if Angie Stone would have moved differently, that she would be alive today. You knew that you was getting ready to fight a war, as Breezy say. Baby, you got to move in silence sometimes. You got to move in silence. Like I say, we see where Michael Jackson and Prince was unalive for talking about the music industry, and then here you come doing the same thing. No, baby. No, baby. No, you unalived yourself. You should have moved in silence. Okay? You should have moved in silence. These people should have never known nothing what you was going to do. And that's all I'm saying. I mean, when are we going to start holding our people accountable? I'm holding Angie accountable for unaliving herself because she should have moved different. She's seen it. The whole world has seen this. United States, other countries. If you talk about the music industry, you call out their names, you coming up missing. So she, in my opinion, Angie Stone should have moved quietly. She could have moved smartly, which was quietly. It's a dirty business. They never cared about the artists. The artists have told us. What made Angie Stone think that she would be any different? Like, you know, if we want to keep all of this real, why would I keep doing? I see what's happening out here. If I'm going to make the same moves as other people done made, and then I come up unalive, come on, y'all. I mean, we got to start moving in silence. Silence. When you go to war, don't nobody know when they were gonna bomb you look up, we at war. My personal opinion is Angie Stone should have moved quietly going into this war, saying that when you call these people's names out, boom, 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 baby, you gone. They're gonna get you. The music industry showed y'all what they think about black artists. They done showed us. You talk about us, you gonna become unalive. So why? Why did Angie think smarter? That's all I'm asking. In my opinion, she unalived herself. Angie should have moved differently and smarter. Of course. And so, you know, now, hold on, y'all. Let me put up East Dad's comment. East Dad says, moving in silence obviously wasn't working for her. Obviously, she came out because she was broke and she panicked. Well, see, East Dad, in my opinion, you're making an excuse for Angie. Okay? Because before she opened her mouth, before she panicked, what you gonna panic about? I'm gonna panic because if I open my mouth, I'm gonna come unalive. You know, I was having this conversation with somebody. That's why I said I wanted to do this show. Because I'm tired of people making excuses for people when they should have moved smarter and in silence. When you go to war, you get to get your ducks lined up in the war. When you go to war, you're supposed to have plan A, B, C, D. Just like they had plan A, B, C, D to unalive her. So, stop making the excuses for Angie. Oh, she was sick. I'm sick too. Okay? I'm sick, but I'm not ready to go out here and do something that I've seen year after year happen with other artists and they became unalive. Make that make sense to me. This is the only thing I'm saying. You know, why would you panic? You going to war. Justin Bieber, Isaac Hayes. That's just how I feel. I feel like this woman unalived herself. She should have been smart. You done seen what happened. When we gonna hold these people accountable? Baby, when you go to war, even if she made that statement, you know people are coming unalive and you gonna go on tour and you know that you done talked about the music industry. I mean, it just, in my opinion, Angie Stone unalived herself. She should have moved smarter. She was fighting a war. And she wasn't ready for the battle. She should have moved differently. Brent Rock says, look what happened to Isaac Hayes. He says, look what happened to Justin Bieber. The music industry is designed. Oh, Lord, you're going to make me get my magnifying glass out. In favor of the label, not the arts. They're in business. This is a repeat. This just ain't started. Well, they have been doing this the whole time. I think Ray Charles was smart. He owned his own masters. He put that in his contract. Exactly. When you go to war with these labels, you're going to lose. You're going to become unalive. You know, why now? Why? You know, at least Trent spoke out, and then, hey, he let them use a symbol. But the point I'm making is, why would Angie Stone think that just because I done called out UMG like these folks was going to give me my money? No, these folks done showed you in the past, Sony, Warner Brothers, any of these places, that they were unalive your black behind. He's dead, you ain't scared of them. And like I said, if Angie Stone knew she was getting ready to go to war, she should have moved in silence. We've seen what these people have done. We've seen what these artists, what has happened to them when they call out the labels. You gonna call out a label, then go on tour, and you know they send devils to attack you? Kanye West even told everybody how the game go. They gonna find your weakness, what you like, get you hooked on drugs, alcohol, anything. They gonna come through your family and friends. Kanye West warned people. They're gonna come for you once you call them out. They're the devil. The devil. Lucifer kids. Angie Stone had a very big catalog, and they worked it so, because what they had to unalive her to get it. Before they let Angie Stone, before they let her get all the money that they owe her, they unalived her. Allegedly. All of this is alleged. He's dead. I worked in the music industry. I saw the way it went. You can't tell our people nothing. You can't tell our people, first of all, you can't trust nobody. Baby, you get 3 lawyers to look over your contracts. If you got to go to New York and have a lawyer, if you got to come to Chicago and get a lawyer, and you don't trust nobody in this business because they're going to come for you. They do it. It's built by design. Oh, I know. Yeah, Brent Rock, he been in the music business too. Brent Rock was with a top thin line between love and hate. That's the group Rock was with. These artists be in such a hurry, they sign these contracts. They don't have nobody else look at them. They think these people care about them. They so glad that, oh, I done made it. So they thought, who? Anybody right now, when they say the music industry owe them something, no, they don't owe none of you new school people nothing, because y'all supposed to be smarter and wiser. You done seen what's done happened to all these other artists. I can't have no sympathy for y'all. Jumping on no bandwagon when you should have moved smarter and wiser. They put you in a house. They give you clothes. They loan you out jewelry. You think you on top of the world, but you ain't looked at the contract. Well, you walking around with diamonds. You walking around with cars. They done loaned out the jewelry to you. They done rented out the house for you. They own you because you did not have enough sense to read your contract line by line. You didn't have somebody else look at your contract. Some of these artists, they got lawyers in their family. They won't even go to their family and have them look at the contract because you thinking your family jealous of you. I ain't gonna tell nobody nothing. And your family could have said, yes, he was. Yes, Rock was. So, these artists trust the music industry more than they trust themselves, their family, their kids. And we've seen this cycle. We know they don't care. We know they don't care. So anybody that goes in this music business right now and you saying bogus contracts, I can't rock with you. They got stuff on the internet that people don't put out to tell you when you sign your contracts. Have people look at them, look for the clauses. Look for the clauses. Then we get mad because we done got older. You broke now. You sick. You need money for hospital bills. Your knees bad. Your legs bad. Your arms bad. If you would have let people look at your contract, get a second, third lawyer to look at them, but our people always trust the devil. We trust the wrong people. And so I can't have no sympathy no more for these people. I cannot have no sympathy. As we get older, we're supposed to be wiser. Good morning, my sister B. Sparrow. So I can't to be sitting here saying, yeah, the record label has something to do with her unaliving. As we see history repeating itself, I showed y'all the video on Michael Jackson, Prince, when they talked about the industry. Oh yeah, hold on, B. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Hold on. Now, if that didn't come up, hold on, y'all. I'm getting ready to drop the link on my page. Hold on. Yeah, once they done boosted you up to get that catalog, baby. And see, you can go back and renegotiate your contract. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to drop the link under my post. So that's why I said Angie Stone unalived herself. Angie Stone should have moved in silence. She was going to war. You going to war with people that you see, the unalived people? You can't make this, oh my God, you can't make this issue. Like, you know. So that's why I say she unalived herself. Hey, DJ King Miller. Angie Stone unalived herself. Angie Stone should have moved smarter and wiser. All this stuff is out here in the universe. Hey, my sister B, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Well, why can't I hear you? That's the question. I can hear you very low. Hold on, let me turn my volume up.
Everybody is saying I'm low. I don't
know. I go through this every daggone time, dang Glenn.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the app. King Miller, my
Why can't I hear her? Wait a minute, I turned the headphones off. What's going on here?
Yeah, he's dead. They're gonna pay for that. But let me tell you something, he's dead.
Where's that coming from?
Is mad at us. Because we're supposed to be moving smarter and wiser. When are we gonna start holding ourselves accountable? Accountability. I can't rock with people no more. Like, this girl was trying to come up with all kind of excuses for Angie. Why are you coming up with excuses? When she could have went back and negotiated her contract. When she came into the industry, she should have been smarter and wiser. Everybody sees what's going on with the music industry. We done seen it from all these artists. What makes you think that just because you Angie Stone, like, stuff gonna be different for you? They don't care. The music industry don't love nobody. They don't love the artists. They want money for the labels. They the devil. You still here, B? And I'm gonna have to buy me a new mic tomorrow. And see, if we had enough sense and would come together and start trusting our brothers and sisters or anybody, but we don't want them in our business, because let me tell you something. Even though this is a big world, it's a small world. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. And so if our family come to us and say, well, sis, maybe you need to go to a lawyer. Maybe you need to have somebody else look at that. First thing we say, y'all up in my business. Y'all hating on me because I'm ready to move. I'm ready to be rich. No. Your brother was trying to tell you something, or the family friend that was going to help you. I don't know why people think this music industry, these labels, care about the artists. They don't give a damn about you. The only thing they care about is the money you gonna bring them to keep their generational wealth going. And then they're gonna screw you in the end, so you don't have any generational wealth like they've been doing to pass on to your kids and family. Like I said, Angie Stone should have moved smarter and wiser. She unalived herself. This industry don't love nobody, no artist. They screwed Taylor Swift over. Hey, Rock, my guy.
Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me? Hey, sis. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Everybody, we have Red Rock TV. Red Rock TV was with the group, The Persuasions. It's a thin line between love and hate. Both him and I, we know about this music industry. So I'm going to give the platform to Red Rock right now. B Sparrow is having microphone issues. Just bear with us. But we're going to give Red Rock the floor to tell y'all how this game goes.
Yeah, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to April, sis. I miss y'all. I miss you, sis. April ain't telling y'all no lie. This is a dirty business. When you get to a certain level in this music business, they come for you. It's not about you, it's about your music catalog. It is never about you. When they sign you to a deal, it is never about you. It's always in the favor of the label and of the distribution company. It's always in the favor of them. They put money in your face that you probably never ever seen in your lifetime. That's how they getting these young artists now with these 50-50 deals. 50-50 deals is never a good deal. It's always in the favor of the label. These deals are always in the favor of the label, and they ain't even taking out these young artists now. They're just sitting back and letting these young artists take each other out. These new artists are making it easy for the label to make money off of them because they unaliving themselves. When you get in this music industry, you have to know how to move. You got to move with caution. Everybody that smiles in your face in this business is not your friend. They're not here, they're not there for the favor of you. They're there to make money off of you. Be careful with the deals you sign. Like April said, look at the fine print. When you read these contracts and you see that hereof and therefore and all that stuff, that means different terms from what you might think they mean. That's why you need an entertainment lawyer to be able to cipher these certain words out, because that therefore and withheld and all these words are in these contracts, and they don't mean what you think they mean. They mean something different in music terms. Yeah, you have to be careful out here. Look what happened to Justin Bieber. Look what happened to King Von, these rappers. Look what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Look what happened to all these artists. Look what happened to Angie Stone. The artist never sees it coming. You never see it coming. The music industry is the devil in disguise. Trust me when I tell y'all this. Me and April been in this music business for years. For years. And from the moment I got in the business, they don't try to hide the dirtiness from you. You just got to be smart enough to see it. And then when you see it and you notice it, you got to be smart enough to move with caution. Because they don't hesitate to out you. They don't hesitate to unalive you. They don't hesitate to get rid of you. And if you're a big artist, they're going to get your catalog one way or the other. Folks, we have to move with caution when you in this music game. Everything you do in this business, make sure it's on black and white. Make sure you have proper representation for yourself, because the labels are definitely going to have proper representation for them. And the distribution companies are definitely going to have proper representation for them. The publishing companies are definitely going to have proper representation for them, because they know at the end, they're going to get you. Folks, don't be misconstrued about what you see. All of these cars and lavish boats, half of these artists, they make records for years and still can't afford those things. A lot of those things are rented, leased, the jury, leased, cars, rented, leased, mansions, rented, leased. A lot of these artists like TLC made millions and millions of dollars. But look what Pebble Tones did to them. They wound up having to go bankrupt and basically start all over again with another label.
I'm saying, Red Rock, if you're in the music business, everybody has seen all of these stories.
Yep.
You've seen all of these stories where if it wasn't a manager, it was the label that ripped them off. Again, these artists should be moving smarter and wiser. Hold them accountable.
Right. And what y'all got to understand too is that the label, the distribution, and the publishing, they ain't separate working. They ain't working separately together. They all work together to make each other money against you. Simple and plain. This is not rocket science, y'all. Make sure.
You know, and this is the thing that's what's getting me now. Like, we all seen what happened to Michael Jackson when he called out something. We seen what happened to Prince when he called out Warner Brothers. So what in the hell would you get on the internet and say all of this mess, knowing how powerful they are, and you get ready to go on tour?
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all got to realize, when y'all seen that slave on Prince's face, he was letting y'all know that he felt like he's a slave to this industry. He was trying to tell y'all what was going on without getting himself caught up in it. But see, they figured it out. They knew. And now you see what happened to Prince. Prince spoke out, but he didn't speak out like the other artists. He spoke out in different ways. Like he had slave written on the side of his face. They made him take his name. They took his name. So he had to go by a symbol. See, these are things how they start messing with you. These are the things that the music industry do when you get a certain level. When you get to a certain criteria, this is how they start to come for you. I'm sorry, April. Go ahead.
You got it. We know they evil. We know they the devil. We want them to pay, but we gotta start holding ourselves accountable. We got get ready to be sitting up here crying for folks no more. That you see the way this game goes, and you move the same as everybody else did. No, we got to hold Angie accountable. Like, no, Angie, you should have moved different. You was going to war.
And whenever you go to war with these labels, you will not win. I'm telling you. You go to war with these labels, you will not win. These labels are designed to win at the end.
You call them out?
You cannot call a label out like that. Look what happened to Diddy when he tried to call out Ciroc, the liquor company. See, everybody thought that was all Diddy. Diddy was just the face and the voice of the liquor company. He was just the face and the voice. He didn't own the company. See, that's what people don't understand. And then when he tried to talk against them, look where Diddy at now. Y'all think this was all just pulled out of midair? This wasn't all pulled out of midair. You cannot disrespect these companies that are helping you. Diddy bit the hand that fed him. Diddy, listen to me, y'all. Diddy bit the hand that fed him.
You better preach.
And these are the consequences of what happens when you bite the hand that feeds you.
You better preach. And you think they're going to sit up here and let you walk around? Let me just remind everybody. I just want to remind y'all.
Black artists have been taken throughout the years. Black artists have been taken advantage of completely. And it's time now that we have to put a stop to this incredible injustice. And like Mrs. Sharpton was saying, people from James Brown to Sammy Davis Jr., some of the real pioneers that inspired me to be the entertainer that I am. These artists are always on tour because if they stopped touring, they would totally go broken. And it's been the record companies really conspire against their artists. They steal, they cheat, they do whatever they can, especially the black artists.
Now let me say this.
Oh, I ain't trying to hear nothing else Sharpton got to say.
Now y'all listen up. Y'all remember when Oprah Winfrey did the Color Purple musical? Y'all seen how Taraji P was trying to tell y'all, she was trying to tell y'all how they do black artists. She was trying to warn y'all how they do black artists. Now, listen up. Now that she did that, I can guarantee you Taraji P. Henson won't get no work. The same way they did Monique. Because they were trying to say she was being difficult. She wasn't being difficult. She knew what she wanted to do. She know what she wants. But the label wanted her to do what they wanted her to do. The film company wanted her to do what they wanted her to do. So guess what? They labeled her as difficult. These are the things, this is the ways they set you up to ruin you. Yeah, don't believe the hype. Do not believe the hype. These guys, they sell records, make movies most of their life, and a lot of them still can't afford things. Like I said, a lot of these stuff they have are leased and rented. These artists make hit records, #1 hit records, go platinum, and still can't afford to buy a car. Still can't afford to buy a house for their parents or something. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. It's crazy out there. And if you get into the music business, you need to have your T's crossed and your I's dotted. You have to be just as much on point as the label. And how you can do that is by having proper representation. See, when you have proper representation, them labels, they talk different.
Yeah.
They talk different. So don't be fooled. Stay woke.
And again, like I say, you know, we got to start holding our people accountable. Like, why steady signing these bad contracts? And y'all see what's gonna happen. That would be like me going to a clinic, and I know all of these people that's gonna went to this clinic and come up unalived. So why am I gonna go to this clinic? I don't care if it's free. Why would I go? And I know there's consequences. Hey, Windrap, let me show him this video. Hold on.
Okay.
What you were saying about Prince.
Yeah.
This is what Windrap was telling you. Oh my God, look at that. Now that's the devil right there.
Is our promise to the world.
He also voiced his disapproval about how record labels turn artists into indentured servitude, since the artists have little control or insight over how labels take their music and profit off it online. A claim David Byrne similarly laid against the major labels. Of why he chose to team with Tidal, Prince said, "Once we have our own resources, we can provide what we need for ourselves."
So there we have it.
Okay.
Between Michael Jackson and Prince, TLC. I mean, why are these artists still making the same mistakes? This is what I'm saying. When I say I'm sick of people not being held accountable, I mean, when y'all gonna wake up to anything in life? We're looking at the young rappers being unalived every day. You got the person that allegedly unalived them, and then the rapper is gone. That's 2 black men at once. Then they're gonna go have the snitches. I mean, we got to stop holding ourselves accountable for anything in life that we see ain't working for us or nobody else.
Yeah. But you see, what y'all also got to understand too is that the Jewish run the music industry. The Jews is what run this industry. P. Diddy, Jay-Z, allegedly Suge Knight, they all had got in the meeting. They was getting ready to make it to where black people can profit off this music, off the entertainment, period. And the music business know this. They knew this meeting was happening. And this is what happens when the music business finds out that you're trying to do your own thing for your own people. This meeting was supposed to happen for better for the black artists in the music industry and the entertainment industry. But it didn't happen because now you see what happened. Jay-Z they bringing up allegations on Jay-Z. They got P. Diddy locked up, Suge Knight locked up. Yeah. These are the things that happen. Go ahead, April. I'm sorry.
No, keep on talking. But like I'm saying, you know, my whole point about is accountability. I'm tired of seeing this happen. I'm tired every day. I'm
Yep.
hearing this rapper, the unalived this rapper. Like all of this stuff was built by design. But y'all want, you know, we can't keep blaming the labels. We got to start blaming our people. You're supposed to be smarter and wiser. But y'all think everybody hating on y'all. You can barely hear me, B? Can everybody hear me? Red Rock, you were saying you could hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
Yeah.
All right, sis. Thank you for letting me come up on your live panel. I miss you, April. We'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Over there, you know, I haven't been getting up early. I'm a late sleeper.
Oh, that's all right, sis, because I know I do my show early, so I totally understand. There's a lot of people can't make it up that early, but I love you, April, sis.
It ain't nothing personal.
I love you, April, sis. Keep doing your thing. I'm always support you. Y'all have a blessed Sunday in the panel. I'll see y'all.
He was with the Persuasions. Y'all know I did independent work for 2 record labels. I used to do setups, meet and greets. And so, as in life, we have got to start holding people accountable. You know, I'm sorry, Angie Stone unalived her own self. Angie Stone should have moved smarter and wiser. She should have never announced to the world. You see what happened to Michael Jackson, and you see what happened to Prince. Now, what made her think that her itch didn't stink? You can't make this itch up. Hey, Prince, it's got a lot of static. I don't. You know what? Let me leave and come back in on my phone. Y'all give me a minute. I'ma just do this from my phone. I'm gonna have to take this laptop back. Because one day it works well. One day. Hold on, y'all. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Can uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Hold on. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Oh, hey Angel. Hey Angel Hatton, how you doing? Everybody, I want to thank the higher power for having Angel Hatton join us this morning. Angel Hatton has been dealing with some health issues that was similar to mine with breast cancer. And I want to thank the good Lord for keeping her here. And I thank her for coming to this show this morning. Okay, yeah, I'm on my phone. I don't know what's going on with this laptop. So, yeah, so that's why I'm saying Angie Stone unalived herself because Angie Stone should have moved smarter, should have moved wiser. When you go to war, you got to move in silence. You're never gonna win against the music industry. You're just not. These people are powerful. They got people in high places that will unalive you. Kanye West told us what they do. They get you hooked on drugs. They find out your weakness. They find out you like you freaky. They gonna bring somebody for that. They find out everything bad that you do or you like. They're gonna put it in your face so they can control you. They can control you. They gonna bring the women and men. They gonna bring them to the studio. They're gonna bring that dope to you. They gonna bring them viral jewelry to you. You think you own it, but they done leased it. They gonna put you in that fan house, but they own it. You don't own it. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Like when are we gonna grow up? When are we gonna start holding these people accountable? No, we gotta stop blaming them. Y'all done had people, you done looked at history repeat itself, and you people talking about where they money, where they why they contracts. This wasn't fulfilled, that wasn't fulfilled, and you know they done did this to other artists. I can't rock with this stuff no more. I'm starting to blame you. I'm gonna blame every artist from now on when they wanna call out the music industry. My response to them is, you saw what happened to James Brown, even Aretha Franklin, Whitney, Michael Jackson, Prince. Them labels don't love nobody but the label. They don't love these artists. Yeah. If nobody, if if you can't take heed to what Michael Jackson and Prince was telling you, and we looked at everything they bought against them? I can't rock with that no more. I got to hold these artists accountable. Accountability. I'm tired of seeing history repeat itself. I ain't going to no more concerts with you broke down artists. Y'all knees bad. You know I got bad knees too. I'm not getting ready to be hopping to no more concerts where I'ma need Ben Gay in the morning, cause y'all gotta sit up here. Y'all done signed some bad contracts. And I gotta look at you barely moving, can't hardly sing, out of breath. I ain't doing it no more. I went to work. I worked. I paid into Social Security and stuff. And so we got to start holding people accountable. Now I'm getting ready to move on forward to Marvin Sapp, but Marvin Sapp, Marvin Sapp got caught up. Marvin Sapp got caught up. I need y'all to hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Now I'm going to talk about Marvin Sapp. B, get your butt up here. Somebody else, come on up here. Now I'm going to talk about Marvin Sapp. I don't care who like it. The views and opinions expressed are those of Darlene April. I'm sick of these folks. I don't want nobody talking about why I'm talking about the black folks. I'm sick of y'all. Renrock, when you try to talk, okay, hold on. There she go. B.
Girl.
Wait a minute, y'all. Let me do my opening thing. Oh my God.
Okay, that was me. I'm all muted up now. But girl. Oh my word. Can you hear me? Is everything okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh
Can you
yeah,
hear me?
you fine, B. Go ahead, you got this.
Girl, y'all better
Go
stop letting me. Oh wait, I need to mute something. Y'all better stop letting these pastors take y'all money. Y'all better quit it. Y'all better quit it.
Okay, I want to start off. Wait a minute. Let me do my opening that I had wrote down about Marvin. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Okay, hold on. See, I'm trying to get better with this. But we started. I was gonna start with Marvin and work our way to Angie Stone, but somebody came in. I was trying to get them to follow me. Angie unalived herself. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Marvin Sapp, a gospel award singer, many inspirational songs. Never would have made it. He saw the best in me. Marvin Sapp, he wanted 40K, and he told the ushers to close the door. He did this on video. Now he trying to, clean it up. But Marvin, no, baby. It was videotaped. See, these pastors, just like this pastor in my building, her latest victim allegedly was seeing this man. They thieves. Okay? They thieves. Marvin Sapp, Lord have mercy, because let me tell you, Marvin Sapp, y'all, he is a great singer. All he had to do, he could have called R. Kelly, had him write him a song. R. Kelly wrote Listen for him. He is a award-winning singer that goes on tour. He just came off tour, right? And with Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams, Fred Hammond, he was there. The Clark sisters. Baby, it was the best concert. Marvin Sapp can make a song and provide for the churches with just a song. But if I would have been in that church, let me tell you something. I would have acted a plumb fool. I would have said we got a robbery going on in here, a church robbery at that. Oh, you gonna open these doors for me. Don't get it twisted. See, No. You wouldn't have got it twisted with me, because I wouldn't have gave you a damn. I would have told you I ain't giving you nothing. Ain't nobody gonna hold me hostage and tell me that I got to give them anything. They would have saw the best in me. Trust and believe that. And like I say, these people, they don't have no morals, no principles. He did a church robbery. Now, hold on. Oh, there you go, Prince. Hold on. I'll see you. Hold on, y'all. Let me bring Prince up. Now, I just want to show some things to you. Hold on. Now, hold on. I'm sharing the screen. Okay. Now, what happened? Hold on. Now, what I just showed is Bishop Marvin Sapp, his bio. Okay, Prince, there you go. I got you up here.
Hey,
Can
good
y'all
morning.
see that? Good morning.
Good morning, April. Good morning, B. How y'all doing today?
Good morning, Prince. I'm doing just blessed and thankful to be amongst the living. How about
All
yourself?
right, now you can
Yeah.
conclude with your presentation, Miss Shower.
Okay, now we got Marvin, that's his bio. You know, he over a church. He got a church in Grand Rapids, Michigan, a church in Texas. Y'all can read that later. But this is what I want y'all. This is what I want y'all to look at. I've been laughing all week at this. I think this is the most funniest ish I done seen ever in my life. To have a pastor say, close the doors, cause ain't nobody leaving till we get 40K. 40K. And he did a church robbery. I don't care how he tried to fix it. I don't care what he tried to say. That was a church robbery. When you tell people they got to give you something, they closing the doors. Like I say, Marvin Sapp, all he got to do is make a song. If his church need that much money. Now don't get it twisted. I go to church. I love the church. I give donations to the church because I do know that they need to pay for the lights, gas bills, and some churches, regardless of the pastor, some of them are doing some great things in the community. And I do know it costs, when they have the food pantries come and they sponsor, they still got to pay, like this Northern Illinois food bank. You still have to give them money. They'll come to your church. I know the way this game go. Everybody ain't doing everything for free. So they do need some money. But this Marvin Sapp, this pimp right here, this gangster, this church robber, hold on. Now I'm gonna let y'all, this getting ready to play. Oh God. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna give it like a few seconds if it don't come. I don't know if it's the app, my internet. I don't know what this is.
Truly listening to voters has to be square one. I'm coming straight to you, Sue.
Well, let me stop that. I'm gonna just stop it. I was trying to show y'all the video, but it's not showing. My computer freezing up. But I'm gonna mute my mic. Y'all, well, wait, okay, hold on. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read what Marvin Sapp said. Then I'm gonna give the floor to B and Pierre.
The fastest way, Miss Showers, the fastest way to get it, quick content is via X. All you got to do is just type in Marvin Sapp, and it'll be a gang of his highlights that show up.
Okay, yeah. So what Marvin Sapp, this was his response to to being a church robber, telling the ushers to lock the doors, that they can't leave. Cause see, I would have got up and said, I'll blow all y'all away if I don't get up out of here. And I would have told them I'm not giving them a damn thing. So Marvin's response was, some have taken issue with a particular moment when I instructed the ushers rather firmly to close the doors during the offering. To those unfamiliar with the church context or who might not regularly attend worship gatherings, this has been misinterpreted as holding people hostage as well as offensive. That was never my intent. Baby, I go to church every week where they pass the basket around, or I get up and I take my envelope up there. They ain't never told no ushers to close no doors. So I'm giving y'all the floor. B.
You pretty much said what I was going to say. I had the article up. I was going to read his response, but y'all remember the same thing happened with what's his name? What's Shaquille O'Neal ex-wife name? Her new husband, Pastor Keon Henderson, I think that's his name. Same thing happened to him. He asked the congregation for money like that because his church was hit by a hurricane. And it was hit hard. Listen, in the event, I don't want to offend anyone that goes to church. But as for me and my family, I'm not doing it anymore. I stopped going to church over 10 years ago. I stopped listening to these money-hungry pastors. And I started studying on my own. And when I started studying on my own, I learned a lot. And especially about the tithe. And what I learned, according to scripture, the tithe was not money. Have never been money. It has always been food. It was the general offering that took care of the church. The money that people contributed or donated to the church. That's how the church got taken care of. Other than that, tithing was food. Some people might say, well, they didn't have money back then. No, they had money back then. If you go to Deuteronomy 14, it'll tell you about the tithe, and it'll tell you about how to spend money to get the tithe if your tithe is too heavy to carry. But anyway, that's a whole nother section that I don't want to get into. I don't want to offend anybody, but these pastors are robbing y'all blind. Especially if you go to church and you walk in the doors and you don't come out a different person. You don't come out and learn. If you walk into church and I ask you, what did you learn today? I don't know, but they were singing up a storm in there. That choir tore it up. That's unacceptable. Everybody think that you're supposed to just believe. As long as you believe and trust in the Lord and ask for forgiveness, that's part of it, but there's more to it. But I ain't gonna get into it. Marvin Sapp, shame on you. That's all I got to say.
What Prince got?
No, I'm right here.
Okay, go. Let's get your input. And trust me, y'all, I would not get offended. I go to church every Sunday for me. I don't go for nobody else, but for me. My fulfillment's what I need. So I don't not, I don't cuss nobody out during the day. Oops, yeah, I said it. Okay. Go on, Prince.
Yes. You know, I used to be a member of a church back in the day, New Covenant Community Church. And we used to visit other churches, doing them conjunction services around there. Well, Pastor EJ would be the guest pastor. and I would see these pastors, better known as natural disasters. That's what they are. They disasters. That was the disaster. And we would see these guys try this, and we'll be sitting in the back, me and my homeboys, and we just laugh, you know. We done gave what we done gave, you know, and that's in our mind. We done gave what we gave. We go over there, put a couple of dollars in, and go sit down. And they say, yeah, now we're passing the love offering. Now we're passing this offering, man. We ain't getting no more. That's what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? What they going to do, dog? You know, he ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to make us. Let me tell you what I did. Soon as you say lock them doors, I'd probably be there with my girlfriend, with my wife at the time. I say, hey, call 911 and say it's an armed robbery at the church. There's a gun in here. And I'm going to get the white man on you right quick. I have to go get the white man. Because if I do something to you, I'm going to probably go to jail. So I'm going to go on and call the good old white man on you. Call the blue force on you. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you not to, you don't do that. You're not going to lock the doors. Now, if I was up there, now if I was in the front pew and you did that, I probably would have jumped up and had to deal with everybody.
There would have been
You're
a
not gonna
riot
do me
in
like
that
that.
church. There would have
I
been a
ain't giving
riot
you
in that church.
absolutely
You're not gonna
nothing.
hold no
I'm not
doors.
giving you no more than what I got and what my
Right.
heart says to give. You only
Right.
give what your heart say give. I'm not giving you no more money. You're not finna get no $1,000 out of me.
Come
I
on
don't know
now.
who you think you are, sir, but you need to get up and get out and go get a job or something, or you need to figure something out. You're not gonna rob me. But that's what they do. These pastors of these natural disasters, ain't all they want is M&M, money and members and money. That's all they're about. They ain't nothing but pimp. My granddaddy told me what's the difference between the pimp on the street and the preacher. He said, one's in the building, one's on the street. That's the only difference. There ain't no difference in them. And you ain't pimping me. Nah, you ain't pimping me, man. I ain't gonna
If
lie.
I
I ain't
was
gonna let it happen.
if I was
That's
in
all I
that
gotta
church
say on
that
that
day,
right now.
there would have been a riot. I would have been swinging on some people.
Girl, I would have got up. I would have had my mace and would have been like, you better open this door, cause no,
Well,
ain't
April, you know
nobody
what?
gonna tell me what
You
I'm
know what,
gonna give them.
You know what, April? I ain't mad at Marvin Sapp. I'm mad at the people.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Accountability. When we go, Marvin Sapp needs to be held accountable for what he did. His butt need to be set down.
A couple of days ago.
We don't hold none of these dirty pastors, people accountable.
So is he a pastor or is he a singer? Is he both?
He's a both. He's both. Well, he's a pastor over 2 churches.
I never would have paid it. Never would have paid it.
They would have saw the fool in me. They would have saw the crazy in me, because I would have acted a plumb fool up in there.
Well, if you remember when I said, you remember it happened with Shawnee O'Neal's husband did the same thing. Remember when his church got hit by a tornado or something, and he started asking the congregation for thousands and thousands of dollars. We want you to give $1,000 to help repair the church and stuff like, girl,
to help the church, but then the people that they living in the same city and they've been affected by the tornado too.
Yeah, right.
So they got their own problems with their house. But you think they supposed to not care about their house and give to the church now? Y'all got this stuff twisted. I'm taking care of my home first. Me first. Because when you go and ask them for a dime, They
Right.
ain't gonna have it.
They have all kinds of excuses.
No, April, if you help the church, you would get it back tenfold.
I don't think she can hear you.
I heard them.
Oh.
Where did this? Yeah, you give to the church, you come back tenfold. Now I will say I have some good church people. You know, I had people, like I say, when my mother died, when I had breast cancer, they came and took me to my treatments. I had food all the time. I mean, you know, I told my testimony about what the church did for me. I've been to some good churches, but Lord knows, I met the devil over here. That's all I can say.
I just don't trust churches anymore. They're not teaching truths. I mean, they're not teaching the true word of God. I mean, from the Bible. Like, I was talking to a minister the other day, and we was talking about the tithe, and she said that there wasn't any money back then. So I had to go to scripture. I had to pull the scripture up on it and show her that there was. So my point is that the churches are lukewarm. They are watered down. We're living in the end times, and they're not telling us the truth about what we really need to know, how to be prepared for the end times. And that's just how I see it.
Right. I mean, just
Everybody,
what she was talking about is, you know, you give from the heart. So you have said what happened was, yeah, they did use money, but people would use what they goods. Like you was a farmer, you had your fruit. You might brought some meat up there so they could take the tithes and offerings and be able to feed the people that was
right. There you
unfortunate.
go. Right.
And,
See? And
and
that
then
ain't
the
even
money
that
was
ain't even
used for to do whatever they need to do to transport the people and everything. But all I'm seeing the money going is to a pastor's jets and
Yep.
pastor's cars,
Yep.
you know. And I ain't got no problem with that if if you took the 100% of the tithes and offering, and you got that 100%, and you was able to get that off to 10% of what you get. If you was getting 10% off the 100 of the church, and you able
Right.
to get that, then I wouldn't care. We understand, and we know you taking the money and you putting it back into the community, because it's a non-profit anyway. What you profiting for? It's supposed to be a non-profit anyway. So the money that you get supposed to be going back out to the people that need it, as far as goods and services to help the people get by. So the goodness of the heart, so you got God in you, so you can be an example of who God is and what God wants you to be. A lot of these guys, man, and these gals that's in the pulpit, ain't really got no reason to be in the pulpit. They wasn't called to preach.
Yep.
Some of these guys just don't want to get on no job and work. They just want to sit up in there and just talk. And they ain't inspiring nobody. They ain't doing them preaching these fairy tale messages, prosperity preaching. They ain't preaching no fire and brimstone. Ain't standing on no real
Thank you.
stomp down
Thank you.
fire and brimstone, telling you the truth, telling
Yep.
you what the man's job is and what the woman's job is in the body of Christ.
Yep.
Okay,
I agree.
that you would
I agree
that your freedom
100%.
comes from the air. That you would air Jesus Christ and your freedom. Nobody can infringe on your freedom, and that's what eye for eye, tooth for tooth about. So there ain't nobody preaching that. They'll be preaching
Nope.
telling you to boycott Target. They'll be preaching telling you to boycott this and that. But the same
Right.
people that
Oh
boycott
Lord, I
Target,
cannot stand Jamal Bryant.
yeah,
I can't
Jeremiah,
stand
you
that
know, and I'm
man.
gonna go on and concede the flow, and I'll come back and talk a little bit more. Mm.
Mm, I can't stand Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant is out here telling people to fast off of Target, to fast off of, all these stores. Are you telling people to fast for the Lord? Are you telling people to fast for the Most High? And there's a difference from believing in God and fearing God. You can believe in God all you want, but if you don't fear God, it just don't make no sense. It just don't make any sense at all. And then, You try to talk to people and rightly divide the word with people, and people don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear what you have to say. For some reason, I don't know why. People don't want to hear what I have to say about the word that I read. I'm telling you what I read. I'm not telling you what, somebody told me. I'm telling you what it's called rightly dividing the word of truth. 2 Timothy 2:15 says, study to show thyself approved unto Yah. Study to show thyself approved unto God. A workman that needeth not be afraid, rightly dividing the word of truth. So that's what it means, rightly dividing the word of truth. I tell you what I know, you tell me what I know, what you know, and we rightly divide it. But I got into a conversation with a minister that didn't even want to hear what I had to say. And people don't want to hear what you have to say anymore about the word. All they want to do is give you money. Give you money for your what you call it when you encourage people?
Encourage.
Motivational speaker. That's what you're doing. You giving money to your motivational speaker. You ain't giving money to somebody that taught you something different than what you knew before you walked in the doors. You giving your money to a motivational speaker, not a pastor. They mislead you because they don't study themselves. They don't read the Bible themselves.
Yeah, don't study for your self-approval. Yeah. And that's really what you're supposed to do when you go to the church, is when the preacher is preaching, you're supposed to be taking notes. You're supposed to be going back there studying it and see what he's preaching. You know,
Yeah,
I don't seen a
because
lot of pastors. And then you go to and then what you do, you go to Wednesday Bible study. Wednesday Bible study is where you can go say, hey, yeah, you preach this, man, and the Bible didn't say that. He gonna have to, because I don't see people correct the pastor, and then the pastor come up there the next week if he stomped down. I don't see my pastor when I was in church. My pastor did that. I went at that Bible study that week, and somebody went in there and researched it and said they didn't say that, and he said you're absolutely right. And he went back over the back on Sunday and told the congregation that's what I want y'all to do. You hold me accountable now. That means I know I got Bible studiers, not Bible holders. You know, that's what we want him. That's what a good pastor do. And guess what? He don't play like that no more. And then that's what you're supposed to do. If you're not studying you're not going back and researching and seeing what he talking about, then you ain't nothing but a cheerleader. You ain't learning nothing. Some preachers will even try you. There's some pastors will say some BS to see if his congregation will hold him accountable. And he find out that y'all not gonna hold them accountable, and that's when they really get slick on you. You got some of them play with you. See if you really own your word. And I'm seeing one time, a pastor came back the next week. We visited church, and the pastor said, "You know, last week I tell you some stuff, and I see none of y'all held me accountable for it." I said, "This won't tell y'all what to do. I won't do that no more with you, but I'm gonna tell y'all what to do. I'm gonna do that to you every now and then. And if y'all mess around and don't be holding me accountable, I know y'all. I don't want this type of flock. You got some preachers, man. I don't want that type of flock. I want a flock gonna hold me accountable for what I need to be doing. I don't need to be dealing with you guys up in here, letting me say anything. You know, cause y'all just thinking y'all want to be lazy. You ain't doing no studying. And then if you study now, and then that's how to keep the pastor on his toes. They keep him from bringing any BS. Another one thing, and I'm gonna close. And ain't no pastor supposed to be preaching to you about no political views. It has to be a
oh, you
separation
better say
between the
that
Christian.
again.
Yeah, that you don't tell me who to vote for. That ain't your job.
Exactly.
That ain't your job. Your job is to lead me to Christ, okay? And let me see. That's if you in the regular Christianity to church. Lead you to Christ, and you're supposed to be sitting back there learning how to be better for Christ. Now what you're supposed to do is all he can tell you is, hey, evaluate what you're doing and study what you need to be studying. And if you do vote, make sure you voting for the value system that God wants you to vote for, and as far as he go with it. He ain't gonna talk about Trump. He ain't talking about Kamala. He ain't talking about neither one of them. Unless,
Oh, you better say that again.
unless, unless if he do
And
something, unless he do something that correlates with the word of God, like when Trump says only two genders, then yeah, you can come in there and say, okay, y'all. Then you can say basically what he done that benefits, that coincides with the word. If it ain't co-aligned with the word, after the president in there, because I had people used to talk about Bush, but they would talk about some mess that's going against the word of God. Now, if it's going against the word of God, then yeah, you can talk about them all day, but it better be scripture based. Not people coming in here talking about, no, no. You got Jeremiah Bryan, I'm gonna land the plane, talking about that Jesus wasn't in his purpose. What? Talking about he didn't start preaching till he was 33 years old or whatever. No, he was in his purpose. He wasn't moved, he wasn't called to do what he needed to do because God knew he wasn't gonna be able to, God already knew that he wasn't gonna be on the earth long. He already had his time limit. He wanted him to go in there and be a carpenter and do real man's work. So when he go out there preaching the word, he been there and done that. So I don't know what this Jeremiah Bryan guy talking about.
I don't
Trying to
know
get
what
you
none
and
of them
Jeremiah.
got talking
You
about.
got that clip
You
on the
know,
internet.
yeah. But and then you got the pastors, they talking about they gonna fast for 40 days and all of this against Trump and DEI. You need to be fasting for the church. You need to be fasting for people to come to know the higher power. That's what we supposed to be fasting for people to believe. At least I thought. And then also, what's in the Bible is we supposed to pray for our leaders. We're supposed to be praying for Trump to lead this nation to where it should be. When they bring up Trump in the pulpit, the first thing I say is they never talked about Obama and what he did in the pulpit. I never heard nobody say, why did Obama do what he did? Did anybody read some more? And oh, y'all know what I'm talking about, where he destroyed the
Monica, you
city.
talking about when Obama lied?
Yeah,
Because in his
but
because in his '08, go ahead. Because all I was gonna
wait a
say in his
minute, it
'08
was some more.
campaign, he was.
Yeah,
You got it. You got it.
but he killed. God killed a whole city of people that wasn't living the right lifestyle now. But y'all don't talk about that. Y'all didn't go against Obama when he made stuff legal that wasn't in the Bible. And I'm going to tell you, I left. I couldn't rock with a division of a church when they was talking about they support Kamala Harris. And that was why. So and then they spewing hate. That's hate. It's hate for you to sit up and tell me, I don't care what Elon Musk is doing. I don't want to see that man, they burning down his cars and dealerships. Y'all spreading hate. That ain't what the church supposed to be doing.
Well,
You,
you know what I'm gonna say about that? Let's get to it. You talk about the Republican Party. People want to put the Republican Party, and it ain't about them, and we're just going to go on and put it out there
right,
that you want to put them in the Triple K category, but you're doing Triple K acts against Elon Musk's enterprise, burning it down.
right.
Only thing you're missing is a damn cross.
You better
And no
say
diss
it.
to the, and that's what you was going to do, damn it. So I'm not
You
even
better
committing
say that.
blasphemy with that. So I'm tired of these hypocrites, man. They hypocrites, and black
Man, they
folks, you're wrong.
hypocrites.
See, back in the
And
day,
we don't hold nobody
my grandma would laugh. My
accountable.
grandma would laugh at you niggas. She say, "You going out there to do what?" I'm going out there, mama, because I'm tired of Elon Musk. What Elon Musk doing, boy? He said Elon Musk over there messing up the country. How he messing up the country? Explain to me, what is that man doing to mess up the country? Looking at some
Right.
books?
Why y'all want to go burn down his dealerships and everything? That's a form of hate.
So basically, you like getting your money stolen. Basically, you like status quo. Basically, you're hateful. And that's one thing I was taught, boy. You say you may hate. You don't have no. You hate somebody, they defeat you. You're defeated.
They defeated.
Yeah, they defeated. You
The
defeated in life.
Democratic Party
And
is showing they
I
a
feel
hate
sorry
group.
for them. Let me give y'all some game what Trump finna do. Trump already got it going on. This is something that Trump gonna do. You know what El Salvador? You know what? That a couple of weeks they had that El Salvador is getting all them illegal immigrants. Secretly, Trump is negotiating a deal where America would get out the penitentiary business, because all they got to do is pay 1/10 of what a American prisoner paid. What they pay for American prisoner, you ain't gonna, which is $60,000. You ain't gonna pay no more but $5,000. They gonna send your butts over there. You're gonna get deported, sir. So you break it. You do any kind of hard crime, that's treason that you putting on. You finna go over there. So that means there ain't no money on your books. Your mama can't send you no money. That's the next thing Trump gonna do. Yeah, and I hope he send you over there. That's what's going down. See, Trump sitting back like, okay, I mean, I really don't want to do this to you, but keep on. I'm gonna send you. It ain't gonna be no more American. It ain't gonna be no more American prisons. What they gonna do to the prison system? They're gonna turn them into psychiatric wellness centers. So if you do non-violent crime or anything like that, you'll go over there. If you're mentally ill, you'll go over there. That's what Trump finna do. But you violent guys, you gang members, now you people want to burn stuff and put bodily harm. You getting the hell out this country. He gonna make it a privilege. So what he gonna do is, you won't be a slave in America. He gonna send you to be a slave overseas. So then America have a clean slate. We don't slave nobody here. Nobody, so you break the 14th Amendment, you're gone. So get ready.
But check this out. And Trump warned people. He said, when I get in office, the spitting all of these people, y'all going down. He said it.
Yeah, he gonna give you the DP.
He told y'all. He did it. He said what he was gonna do. So these young gangers, the young idiots that's not following the bylaws, y'all gonna be gone. Then the people that's addicted, he gonna get treatment centers for them.
Right.
So we can start seeing what we should be seeing. A lot of this stuff was built by design. This person do that, give them a pill. Then you get them hooked. Built by design.
So you might not like Trump, but I'm telling you now, he don't play, man, because he's not the typical politician. He don't care, man. Let me tell you what he erases on. He erases against low life, no good people. If you a low life, no good person, he hates your damn
And I
guts.
would rather that than spending taxpayer dollars for trans people in prison to get operations. That's what the Democratic Party was doing.
That's why he gonna send you on, man. And I ain't got no problem with it.
Transgender people in prison was getting money from the government.
Yeah, to change their identity.
Yeah, I had a debate with that on TikTok last night. There was a recruiter over there co-signing. Basically, they don't like Pete Hegseth, because what they end up doing is they're gonna go back to
Did I
the
say something wrong?
code. No, you didn't say nothing wrong.
No. You didn't say nothing wrong, B. He was saying some people on TikTok was having the same conversation as what you were saying.
Yeah. Nobody, I ain't coming down on you. I ain't gonna do you like that.
Say it again, because there's a huge delay. That's why I'm tripping over here.
Can you hear me on time, April?
I can hear you, but there is a delay. The more people you get. B. Prince was saying he agreed with you. He was with them people. They were arguing on TikTok. I mean, I can't understand. We trying to understand why these people still attached to the Democratic Party with butchering kids, spending money, letting folks change their sexual identity, and the taxpayers paying for it.
Hold on, I got something for y'all. Tell y'all about this. This is the exact words of Lyndon Baines Johnson. I'm gonna read this to you. This is the reason why he passed the Civil Rights Act.
Hey Prince,
So,
can you turn your mic up just a little bit?
okay, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, my bad. It was down.
CD?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you can hear me now. Here's a quote from Lyndon Baines Johnson, president. He said, "These Negroes are getting pretty uppity these days. Now we got to do something about this. We got to give them a little something, just enough to quiet them down, not enough to make a difference. I then he said, I will have those ends voting for the Democrats for the next 200 years. See, at that time, people always talk about Jim Crow. Jim Crow this, but that was in the South. But at the same time, black folks from 1920 to 1940, they eliminated poverty. They put 40. They was at 20%. It was a majority of. It was like 67% in poverty. They knocked it down to almost 40% people left in poverty. They almost knocked it in half. They was moving up. So they seen that black was moving up. That's why they brought in integration. So bad people are mad about Trump's getting rid of that segregation bill. That segregation bill ain't really nothing. It's just something to get off the books because uh, people all about the green power right now. So they're not fixing to tell you where to go and where to be at. But the bottom line is uh, the church has integrated you in that burden building. And people want to understand about that time. It was only 2% of the black church that would allow Martin Luther King to even preach. So 98% of black people did not believe in what he was talking about. But there was more on the Malcolm teaching. They wasn't with the Muslim talk, but they believed in what Malcolm was saying. That tailing your business, clean yourself up, mind your business, and build what you want to build with your people. And even Martin Luther King said he integrated people in the burning building. He knew he did us wrong, and that's what he was doing. And he was hanging around with a gang of communists, and that's the main reason why I know we don't like J. Edgar Hoover, but J. Edgar Hoover was here to stop communism. He believed that they're trying to bring communism into this country, and that's when we was having wars. They were trying to bring USSR doctrine, and they wasn't gonna have it here. We wasn't gonna have that Stalinism and that Lenin and that Leninism. Okay, so that's the main reason why they got on Martin, because Martin had Barrett Rustin and the other guy I forgot. He was a communist, and they told him to get away from him. Even JFK told them, and Bobby Kennedy Sr. told them, get them guys out your organization. If you don't, it's going to be trouble for you. Well, he wouldn't get them out their organization. Well, they got rid of JFK, and they got rid of Bobby after they got rid of Martin. So I'm just telling y'all, man, I'm tired of this mess. We got to stand on your own 2 feet. Okay, you can't be talking about you believe in God, but you also believe in government. That's serving 2 masters. You can't do it. So you want less government. You don't want government in your business. You want the government out of your business. But some of y'all guys won't believe in government. Y'all, I'm on TikTok and I'm gonna land my plane. You arguing to me, and you supposed to be a Christian, telling me that it's nothing wrong with trans so-called people in the military. It's a lot wrong with them. They're not stable. They're not. No, they got
You
psychological
better
problems
come
before they
on
get
with it.
in there. If I'm gonna land my plane on that though, I'll
Come
come
on
back.
with it. You spoke the truth, brother. You spoke the truth when you said God and government. Oh, let me mute this. Let me mute it.
Yeah, I see you on the podcast. Yeah, go ahead,
Because a
King.
lot of people depending on Donald Trump to do this and Donald Trump to do that. I like Donald Trump. I really do. I like that he is doing exactly what he said he was going to do. I like that everything that people said lied about him and said, like for instance, people said that he was getting rid of Black History Month. First of all, how you gonna get rid of Black History Month? How this,
And what did he
what?
do? And then what did he do at 9 o'clock,
Anyway,
February
he didn't
1st?
even say
He
nothing. He
brought.
just went on and celebrated Black History Month in the White House.
Now this is what he
People
did.
said he was taking
Mm-hmm.
out
Mm-hmm.
excuse me. People say he was taking out the Tuskegee Air training out of their manual, taking the
Mm.
training out. And they, started protesting and was talking all this and that, but he took it out because he wanted to take out the DEI content from the training manual. That's all he did. He took the DEI content from the training manual and put it right back up. People need to. The
Mm.
Democratic Party are the most fear mongering people I have ever known in my life.
That's
In
right.
my life. And people falling for these things. And look who they celebrating. Jasmine Crockett.
Now we got Shelvin Daniels
Jasmine
to replace her
Crockett.
down here.
She is what people would call the epitome of the Black woman. This is what people are seeing. She's representing the Black woman and people from around the world seeing her behavior.
Right. And that's
The Democratic Party is stuck in the civil rights era.
yeah, we've been
They were
past
all on
that.
the House floor singing "We Shall Overcome." Me and April did a show about that. On the House floor singing "We Shall Overcome."
You done overcame. You live in
And I
America's
gave y'all
dream.
that history of that "We Shall Overcome" song. What you say?
But January 6th, they were hiding under the table.
January 6th, you said they were hiding under the
They
table.
were singing. That's what they should have been singing.
That's when they should have been singing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they found out they had
I
26
don't
FBI.
know
They had 26 FBI
what's
agents
going
that
on. Am
actually
I the only
started that
one getting it,
ride.
or because it's like crickets. But yeah, Sandra Duckworth said Donald Trump is cleaning the house in all areas, and he is. I ain't mad at him. But they expected him to bring the price of eggs down. Have y'all ever known groceries to come down
Well,
under
technically he
any
did.
administration?
Technically
Have
he
groceries
did.
come down under any administration? The only thing
Well,
that has probably come down under
right,
administrations like that is gas prices,
right. But the eggs did come
maybe
down,
oil
but
prices,
it ain't come
But
down
as
because
far
of
as
him.
food and housing
Hmm.
and nothing has ever come down as far as the price of living under any administration that I can recall.
First time for everything.
Well, the eggs did
And so
come
they're
down
expecting
though.
for him to bring down the prices of eggs and
The
stuff like
egg,
that.
the eggs did come down. It came down
I don't
50%.
see that happening. If it do, hey, I would love to
Well,
have
the
me an
egg,
egg, but y'all know
He is the president of many firsts.
turkey wings are $14 a pack now
For two.
for like seven or
hey, that's high.
less. $15, $17 for some turkey wings. If he bring down the price of turkey wings, I can't remember
We'll
the last
see.
time I had a turkey wing. I don't know where everybody
You ain't lying.
is.
I ain't buying no
Like,
turkey wings for no
what did I do?
$14. I don't even eat meat no more. So, so I don't even look at the
What you
price of meat.
say?
I don't even eat meat no more. Yeah, I'm a raw vegan now, so I just eat fruits and
I heard
vegetables.
him say something,
And,
but yeah.
Now he
apparently,
was saying he's a raw vegan, but from what they tell me, we weren't supposed to have been eating meat.
Oh, go
No
ahead.
way.
right. Yeah, I went to the comedic. Yeah, I'm on the comedic diet right now. I'm gonna stay on that. Yeah, I feel good about it. But I digress from that. But yeah, no, but the eggs did come down though. They was at $7. They came down to like 3.52 now. I don't know where, but I know in Florida they came down. Yeah, so. But the reason they're gonna come down, this is what happened. They said 14 million, over 14 million egg laying hens was disintegrated because of the bird flu. So you eliminated 14 million hens, absolutely, and it takes 6 months. They said they're supposed to be they recoup all those 14 million by June. So it look like they're recouping them a little bit now. So they'll recoup all them hens by June. That's how long, Say it takes 6 months from hatch to be able to lay an egg for a chicken for a chicken in. I read that
And
though.
people don't even realize, like, there was the bird flu. It wasn't that many eggs
Right, but they
to
had to
be
get rid of
moving.
those. Yeah, they had to get rid of
They
those
had
too.
to get rid of those.
Yeah.
So the good eggs, the price gonna go up, of course, because it ain't that many.
Yeah, supply and demand. If it's a
Supply and
high,
demand.
if it's a high demand and a low supply, prices going up. If it's a high supply and low demand, the price come down. So it's like the tariffs. Uh, the tariffs are actually working because Donald J. Trump, with this tariff plan, has brought in within 2 months of him being the president, he has brought in $5 trillion worth of investments in businesses that can create jobs. Got the Taiwan semiconductors. 40% of the world conductors will be built here. 40%, because it was almost 90% that was in Taiwan. So Taiwan said we'll build 40% of the conductors here because they don't want to pay the tariffs. Okay, so that's what the tariffs is all about. And and on Wednesday, reciprocal tariffs will go all around the board. So that means there's going to be more negotiations coming down the path. Donald Trump is a deal maker. He's trying to get this country back to being the number one in the world. And then we also, and I'm gonna land my plane with the Department of Education.
Come
Everybody in the
on.
black community know the Department of Education is trash. If there
Come
had to
on.
be,
Thank you.
if that had to been Bill Clinton, now I'm gonna be honest, I actually liked the Bill Clinton. I ain't gonna lie, I liked the old Slick Willie because he was cold. Even though he was a Democrat, but he was cold. I ain't gonna sit up here in front and state. But guess what he did? He pretty much he got this country in a surplus in 2000. So the country was actually making money. He did mess up with the NAFTA deal. That was terrible. But he got it. And that's what Trump wanted to do, get this country back as a surplus. He want to get rid of income tax. He wants not to tax your overtime. Don't want to tax your tips. Don't want to tax that. Next thing, and I'm done. He also want to make your car where if you buy an American car, you be able to deduct the interest with the principal of the car. So the mathematics on the car, if you buy a $20,000 car, shoot, you do 6% interest. Shoot, that's gonna be 15, probably about $500 a month extra on your bill. So you be able to do so with 600, 700, you're gonna get all your money back on your car, plus the interest. You understand me? That's going to increase what? You're gonna go buy a car in good faith now because you know you'll be able to file it all off on your taxes. Then you're gonna have the voucher program with your kids. You'll be able to send your kids to in. And especially for these African-centered educational institutions, I don't know why you're not standing up there talking about you want the school choice. The $10,000, the $20,000 come to you, to your institution, so you can teach your kids the way you want to teach them, through either Christian, Islam, or a technical school, or even Purple Star schools for military schools and all everything you want to do. So now you can send your kid to the best schools in the country or the best schools in your area. And that's what it's about, man. Because we last in education, but first in money spent. And I digress. I land my plane.
Okay.
Well, I have a question. Don't
Mm-hmm.
digress yet because I have a question. There have been a lot of food
Hey,
recalls and stuff.
Jose and JB. Okay,
Huh?
sorry, B.
Oh, no.
Nothing. Go on. I was speaking.
Oh, there have been a lot of major grocery store recalls like Walmart, Kroger, Albertsons, Aldi, Target, and Trader Joe's. They've been affected by recent food recalls due to like contaminations like Listeria and all these undeclared allergens. They say. What? Let me ask you, why do we um trade or accept foods from other countries? Why can't we grow our own foods and keep it in, the country instead of getting these foods coming in like from Mexico and places like that are contaminated?
I don't know why, but I think that's the reason why they put in RFK. Uh, I know a lot of people don't like his vaccination opinions, but his main objective is to fix the food. That's his main objective, is to get the food down,
Mm-hmm.
get all the chemicals that ain't supposed to be in your food out the food. Because you got other countries like Australia and other countries, they don't allow Kellogg's to. They don't allow Kellogg's to send the American Kellogg's to them. They got to send the base Kellogg's. Mexico, all they have in their sodas is nothing but sugar. Okay, that's all they use. Over here, we have all kind of products in our food. You shouldn't be drinking soda, no way. But at the end of the day, he's trying to fix it. He's trying to get the regulate on what they can fertilize with, so they're not contaminating, bringing in bad seeds and everything over there that's destroying the land and all that. He's trying to get rid of all that. So that stuff that you're talking about, the recalls, could be his initiative to ban a lot of stuff, a lot of allergens, a lot of things, because he's saying that the childhood disease rate is too high, and he said it shouldn't be that. And he's saying that, and then 77% of the young people cannot even pass the minimum entry to the military. So, can't run an 8-minute mile and them type of things. So they can't run, 8-minute mile. All you got to run is an 8-minute mile. You can't run an 8-minute mile as a young kid when you 18, 17, 18 years old. So they believe that we can fix this health epidemic and eat the right foods and everything like that. We can knock out the obesity rates. That's basically what he's fighting,
Mm-hmm. And
and fight
some of the
and also get rid of, and also regulate the pharmaceutical companies.
some of the foods that was recalled had wood chips in it. To me, that seems
Yeah,
intentional. That seems intentional to me.
yeah. So
Wood chips?
that means RFK is doing his job. Then he's getting it out of here. He's doing his job. So we have to give power to RFK for that. He's the Secretary of Health and Human Services. So he's doing his job. So we can leave
Now,
him
I
alone.
just
Yeah,
want to read a comment.
make America healthy
Sandra
again.
Duckworth said, "What I suggest is not to focus on the price, but change the way you eat." And the second statement I want to make is, I think a lot, y'all, we got to be careful now. People don't like Trump, okay? And they
Right.
trying to do anything by any means necessary to make this man look bad, his whole administration look bad. So I ain't falling for this okie dokie. Y'all, y'all trying to
Right.
destroy dealerships. Y'all, as far as I'm concerned, they hate him so much. Instead of praying for the leader, they showing hate. So anything that comes out at this point, I'ma say the Democrats did it. Sorry, but not sorry. So who? Okay,
Everything that
that's
the
all.
Democrats say about Donald Trump, as far as him being racist, as far as him being divisive, as far as him being, causing hatred, they are the ones that's doing it. They are the ones that's
Really?
doing all this stuff. Like we talked about, April, we did a show with
Right.
talking about Joy Reid and how she was very divisive by telling people not to invite their family over for dinners during the holidays because this man is in office.
Right.
Or or if you voted for him, or if
Right,
you like him.
right,
Yeah,
Yeah, can't come to Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. Yeah, that's what he
right.
said right after
yeah.
the election.
It's ridiculous. I've never
Oh,
seen
and
anything
then
like it.
can somebody explain to the audience what the segregation thing actually meant?
Oh
I'll
my
go. I'll
goodness.
go pull it
Oh
up
my
right now.
goodness. This is so annoying to me. I got it. Oh, go ahead, brother. I'm mute my mic.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy. The segregation. He just got rid of the LBJ law. Um, segregate. I mean, we never integrated. We always we've been desegregated. We never integrated into this country. Uh, we only integrated our dollar bill. I think he did that in the government where nobody can get government contracts based off race. It's got to be based off meritocracy. So it's from the federal government. Basically, the federal government is not in the business of telling people what to do. If you don't want the person there, they ain't got to be there. But 9 times out of 10, America has been conditioned for the dollar bill. So you're not gonna go into too many restaurants or too many stores that's not gonna want you to come in there. They're gonna want your money. So you're not gonna never see it. If you do, it would be minute. And at the same time, black folks has been talking about segregating. Not gonna say it like that. The revolutionary leaders has been talking about segregating themselves and being separatists from the so-called white T man for I don't know how long. So now you mad at Trump for saying, okay, you want to separate? Go on ahead. We're not gonna stop you from separating. Go separate.
Yeah,
And
go get
take
your
your
own.
1.6 trillion and spit it amongst yourself. Make it bounce 7 to 8, 7 to 10 times in the community. That means you need to
Well,
start competing.
they mad at folks that's like good. We glad. Yeah, we've been wanting segregation. Maybe that way we'll start supporting our restaurants more. We'll find out what our people are doing. You know, man, I tell you, ignorance at its finest.
It
And then the
appears to me
minute,
that I'm sorry, April. Go ahead.
no, keep going.
No, I was gonna say it just appears to me that some black people just don't want to be separated from their zaddy. They just don't want to be separated from the massa. They don't want to leave the plantation.
What we gonna do?
Well, they don't.
Something you
Especially
said
if you
right.
sitting up here still promoting hate, still
Yep.
not respecting that we
Something you
have
said right.
a new president that we supposed to be praying for him. Say and all of these Bible thumpers and whatever, it say you're supposed to pray for your leader. We're
Yep.
supposed to be praying for him to make the right decisions. And that's
Oh,
what I'm going to continue doing. Ain't no way I'm going to get out here talking about I hate Elon Musk and I think that's spreading hate, talking about burn this man business downs and everything, and all the man is doing. I don't care what backside jobs he have. He done showed us all the money that Social Security done wasted. People getting checks. They exposing what the Democrats been doing. That's all.
yep.
And y'all mad.
And they mad. Make it make sense, April. Go ahead and make it make sense.
The sense it make to me is as long as Trump is in office, I'm gonna pray for him. You know, I didn't see this much like when we was at this conference. The woman got to talking about Trump, I got up and left. Cause my thing is, y'all talk about Trump, but nobody talk about the
That's going
stuff
on.
that Biden did or Obama. That was all against a whole lot of principles of people. Man, you can't make this stuff up. So, yeah,
She said,
you
"Spread
can't make
love or
it up.
quietly go to your room."
Yeah.
Sandra Duckworth said, "Spread love or quietly go to your room."
Right. Yeah.
That's funny.
You know what
I'm
they
gonna
say
use
with
that.
church.
Can I borrow that,
Yeah.
Sandra? Thank you, girl. Oh, that's funny to me. Spread love or
I
quietly
ain't
go.
getting on no hate train with y'all. I'm sitting up here still looking at y'all, bunch of short losers.
Mm.
I'm looking at history repeat itself all over again. With every president won't come in give us this, but I think that's why I tell people I'm waiting and seeing, cause I really believe something, something. If we going to have some good things come out of this Trump administration, so yeah,
Yeah, we just at the begin. Yeah, he just getting everything set up. You know, now
yeah,
in September, um, Democrats they can't filibuster nothing in September. So the Republicans they have free
yeah,
reign in September. That's why everybody's surprised when
yeah.
they signed their continuous resolution early this month. They surprised because they thought they was gonna shut down the government. but they knew that would have been a political fratricide on them, and and they had to do it. And somebody had told me a lot of the people that was in certain areas like New Jersey and Pennsylvania, they had opportunity. They couldn't do it because of the nuclear power plants that's going to be coming back over there. So that's why they had to go on and vote for the continuous resolution, because them districts are going to basically going to go on a primary them out of there. You don't let the nuclear power
Hmm.
plants come back over there. So
Yeah. Then you got people like Jasmine Crockett. Uh, uh, um,
I was just about to. Mm.
somewhere because I'm so sick of you. Another gatekeeper. You know, long as
her
they
days
can
is
get
numbered.
these gatekeepers, yeah, her days being numbered. People in Texas
Yeah.
can't even stand her. They say she wasn't even like this when she was, what was she, a senator or a congresswoman? Now
She a
they done
congresswoman.
got you in there. Yeah, congresswoman. Now they done got you in there, then gave you a few little coins, cause don't no civil rights attorney, they don't make that much money. If at least I didn't think they did, but we know they done all took kickbacks from the money for
Soros.
Ukraine and the migrants. So
And she
they
getting
got you
kickbacks from
gatekeepers.
Soros.
Yeah,
She was in the
yeah,
picture with Soros' son. They got that on the internet.
yeah,
Yeah, she one of Soros' puppets. But
yeah.
uh, Texas District
Oh
30
yeah, I saw
already
that
got a
in the video.
replacement. His name is Sheldon Daniels. And he
Uh
basically,
huh.
yeah, he's the Republican. He's a black man. He's a lawyer.
So that's the one that's going around. That's the one that found evidence. Somehow Jasmine Crockett is attached to, allegedly, some type of fraud where they are. The people, you remember during the Trump administration, they was talking about people that were dying, still getting SSI, people that were dead, that was already unalive, still getting money, people that are 300 years old, still getting money.
Yeah, Doge earlier this week deleted over 3.5 million social
Something like
security
that. Something
numbers at the age of that's at 120 years old. It was 3.5
right.
million of them.
I
Yeah,
guess
they
that was
got my
something that Dodge discovered, right? That Elon
yeah,
Musk discovered,
yeah.
right?
Doge and them discovered it. Yeah,
I think that this guy that's running up against her, if I'm not mistaken, has evidence that she is attached to that somehow. And
yeah.
he's
His name is
going to
Sheldon
people's
Daniels. That's
doors
yeah, that's his name. Yeah, yeah. He done
that's on
TikTok.
that
He was on
list.
yeah. He was on Twitter.
Right.
Uh, he showed us that's what he was doing. Yeah, he was on Twitter. He was knocking on doors, informing people that he's running. He's a good, he's a Republican.
No,
He's
what I'm
voting.
saying is he was informing people that they were on that list of somehow getting people still taking their money or something. I can't quite, because I was occupied and kind of listening to it and doing something else at the same time. But he has some evidence against Jasmine Crockett. Somehow she's attached to some kind of pawning scheme.
Oh
Pawn
yeah,
scheme, that what they
Oh,
call it?
Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi
Ponzi
scheme. Yeah,
scheme.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They've been doing Ponzi's forever. They ain't never went nowhere. They have people get their money. They
What's
take
his
that
name
money.
again? What's his name again? Prince
his name is Sheldon Daniels. If you
Sheldon.
yeah, Sheldon. Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me see. Hold on. Let me
yeah,
find this. Let me find this right quick.
yeah. You can just
Yeah, private.
yeah, Sholdon Daniels. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these folks, everybody is being exposed. We in
Daniels.
the Aquarius stage of life now. Aquarius, everything is being exposed, and it's being put out in the open. You got stuff being exposed right here in your face, and people still trying to make excuses. I can't make this stuff up. It's just it's unbelievable.
Yeah, she's in Senate. Yeah, talking about right now. She sponsored the bill to incentivize local employers to hire people outside of the District 30, trying to,
And
distribute
allegedly,
everything.
Jasmine is the one that was spreading the hate for Elon. Elon,
Yeah, door knocking.
allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, allegedly.
Well, remember when that reporter asked her if she had anything to say to Elon Musk, what would she say? And she said, "F off, F off."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she talking about what need to happen to him. He need to be took out. You know what that mean?
And
And
then
she,
when she had an interview
Right.
with the guy, and she said something to the effect that I said, my people built this mother effer, and that's all I got to say about it. I was like, wow.
yeah, I gotta get out of there. She gotta go.
Yeah, she got to go. We don't need ghetto fabulous people. We don't need people that's continuing hate.
Yeah,
We don't,
yeah.
we need
I'm
people
definitely
that
gonna
let folks do their job.
I'm gonna volunteer to help the brother too. I'm gonna go down there. I live down there. I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna knock on some doors for him. Yeah, absolutely. I get these people off this
Yeah.
plantation, man. Both of this black man, here's a stomp down dude. He's married. He got children. He works hard in the community. He want to go up there, man, and help Trump be able to make America great again. He's for school choice. He's for all the things that the Trump administration is for. He's for bringing jobs back to the community, man, where they're at, and trying to make a better place for the people, especially the people of
Oh,
color
and
that's
I got a
misrepresented.
pastor. I'm on my show. He's gonna talk about what happened to him here in Illinois with the governor on the grant they had got to help people, and he showed up in his "Make America Great" hat, and they trying to take away the program. He's gonna be on. I think I'm gonna have him on Wednesday. Did you ever contact him?
I did not. No, I did not. I said I'm gonna let you go ahead with that. Let me let you go ahead with that because
Yeah.
I didn't know much
Oh,
about it.
okay.
I didn't know much about it, so
Yeah. Okay. Hey, the realist. Yes, I'm gonna bring this pastor on. He been on all kind of platforms talking about how these Democrats are. They don't went so far now. If you wear a Trump MAGA hat, they trying to take your funding away from you. That's hate.
I told you during Trump's first term, I was down Howard University, and I seen this black guy knock this white girl's "Make America Great Again" hat off of her head. And I was like, man, what
Wow.
right does he have to do that? He
That's
just walked up
assault.
here and knocked the hat off of her head.
That's assault.
That was yeah.
Well,
Yeah. But this is what the Democrat Party is doing. They're inciting hate. They're
yeah,
putting missions. They're putting stuff out there like you need to be unalived and all
Yeah.
this other kind of stuff. I'm like, say what? But y'all didn't say nothing about how we ain't never gotten nothing. But y'all talking about unaliving somebody because they finding out about Social Security and stuff. Girl, I said you can't make this stuff up. You just can't make it up. You can't. You can't.
that's what they
It's
did.
just
That's who unalived JFK was Democrat allegedly.
huh? Yeah. We gotta
Yeah,
say allegedly. Yeah.
yeah, unalived
Gotta say
JFK
allegedly.
allegedly by the Democrats allegedly. Yeah, them Democrats ain't no good. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nothing but the perverts, liars, psychopaths, and anti-Christian bigots. They go against everything God say.
Yep,
Yeah,
everything.
And that's what I
Republicans do
can
have problems.
understand.
Everything. And everybody's so I believe in God.
Everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you done gave you done
And
threw
that's what
God
I
out
couldn't
to the government.
understand.
Yeah, you threw the D
I
off
could
to the
not
D on.
understand, yeah, how you can say that you hate Trump and he made it one gender, what's in the Bible, but you love the person that wanted y'all to change their body types and stuff.
Yeah, man. Black man up in a city council meeting. I read a book that they was allowing
Mm-hmm.
her 12-year-old daughter to check out in the school library, and he was reading the book, and they said that's inappropriate for this hearing. He
Right.
said that's my point. So it's appropriate for a 12-year-old girl to be
He
reading
said,
it too.
right.
So
He
get
said,
it
but
out
you
the
can have it
school.
in the library.
Yeah, these
There's
people
this
crazy,
article.
man.
I want to jump back to Jasmine Crockett for a minute. There's this article on Lipstick Alley that says Jasmine Crockett is about to be unseated. Her challenger, Sheldon Daniels, is coming on strong.
Yes, man, Sheldon Daniels, that's my guy. Yeah, he gonna get
Y'all want
out
me
of
to
there.
read some of this?
Go
I
ahead.
can, I can read some of it. It says, and this is the article, it says, if you don't believe it can happen, you better ask Cori Bush, ask Jamal Bowman. Black Democrats out here acting fools for every group instead of fighting for the black people who put them in their cushiony positions. But they are going to see, just like Joe Biden left, wait, Letitia. Okay, just like
Letitia
Joe Biden left
James.
Letitia, Fannie, and Marilyn Mosby's neck out there. This must be an opinion. This is an opinion piece.
Yes, and I bet.
He left office and didn't give them a pardon. These
They
other
don't
groups
deserve
won't
now.
lift a finger for them. Oh, this article just flipped on
Well, let
me.
me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
The key to a pardon, one thing a pardon doesn't beat is treason. So if they find you for treason, you're gone. Pardons don't beat treasons. That's in the Constitution. So yeah, they're gonna hit them for treason. So you better watch out for Cash Patel and Pam Biden and Cash Patel. You see they're already cleaning up LA right now. They got Big U up out of there. So yeah,
Prince. He
go ahead.
challenged Jasmine Crockett to a debate, and they're gonna have a debate on April 15th at 6 p.m. Central Time. I think it's gonna be on X. A live
Okay.
debate on X. I want to see that.
Oh yeah, I'm going to see that. I follow him. All you gotta do is just follow Sheldon Daniels on X. You'll get it. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
follow him
about to
on
follow
X.
him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. I donated to his campaign. I gave him $100. Yeah, I'm donating $100 to him. But
He said on X, Jasmine Crockett loves talking on TV, but will she face me in a real debate? This is going to
I
be good.
I doubt that she show up. I really doubt that she show up.
He
But she
said,
gonna
I
get.
challenge Representative Jasmine to a live debate on X April 15th, 2025. No handlers, no distractions, just two candidates, real issues, and the truth. Let's see if she shows up. Woo!
She ain't
You're
gonna do
right.
it.
She probably won't.
No, she ain't got to do it until next year. She ain't got to do it until next year. So I don't believe she gonna. I don't believe it because she gonna get whooped. Cause she got in there the first time. She was unopposed. Nobody ran against her, so she was unopposed. So she got in there for unopposed. I don't know about that. She just got back in again. They voted her back in. But she's in the House of Representatives. They only get 2 years. Every 2 years they got to run again. So that's in the Constitution. Um, but that, yeah, she finna get out of there, man. They finna get her out. Texas finna clean it up and clean these old Democrats up out of there. You used to need to get Al Green, crippled behind out of there. Yeah, you talking
Up there
down.
singing "We Shall Overcome" on the House floor.
Yeah, over there shaking the doggone cane at Trump.
Yes. What the world? What the world? What the world? I couldn't believe it. Me and April had a good laugh out of that.
Trump was laughing at that guy, man.
That song "We Shall Overcome" is old as dirt. It was originally written by a black pastor, but and it was called "I Will Overcome." But a white man took the lyrics, changed it around a little bit, started singing it for himself, and started singing "We Shall Overcome." And the black people started singing his version of it, and that's the version that they're singing today. That's the version that they're singing on the floor. "We shall overcome." Y'all should have been overcame.
All right.
You should have been overcame a long time ago. Get out of the civil rights movement, Democrats Party, and do something. Do something. That's all we ask. Do something. We don't expect much from the Republicans, but they doing. It appears that they're doing more for the people, not just a people, but the people. Like, but let me go back because I would love to have some type of reparations. But if I don't, hey, anyway, I don't have a problem with Donald Trump. I like what he is doing. I'm sorry that he only had 4 years to do all that he has to do. I'm afraid that he might not have enough time. And I hope that there's someone to pick up where he
JD.
will leave off. JD Vance, you think?
Vance. Yeah, it's JD. Yeah, he's the apprentice. That's why he picked him. He picked a young guy under him, so when he leave, he can pass the baton to him.
He'll firecracker too. He fire. He the one started that argument with Zelensky, President Zelensky.
That's why I like him. And hey, people talking about, and he went overseas. He went over, Trump sent him over there to Paris and Munich. Man, he got on there. He got on him quick. He went out there straight checked him. Talking about this is First Amendment. Y'all gonna get on First Amendment. Oh, the First Amendment finna be a world order around here. I'm not gonna be stopping your citizens from expressing what they need to be expressed. So he talked about that. Yeah, JD Vance is on fire, man.
Yeah, I like this administration. I like this administration. I didn't get it I didn't get it his first term. I didn't get it. But
his administration was trash his first term. That's why he had to fire all them people. Because like you said, he didn't know what to do. So he was getting advice.
But even he admitted now that he has grown a lot since his first term. Even he has admitted that. And I see it. I see it.
Yeah. And he even got former Democrats, the lead of Democratic Party, come over there with him. He Tulsi Gabbard and RFK.
And I hate to say it, but the coming up years, it ain't going to be about race.
No, that's over.
That's
it's all about green power.
It's gonna all be about money. If you can go do the job, if you want a grant, if you can do this is available. I mean, ain't nobody gonna be able to say this and that and all of that. These new people, these people that's coming up, they don't even know about all of this stuff. They want to just be able to see people be able to make it and survive. They not on that stuff. We're gonna respect everybody. We in the year of the Aquarius, where people not the year, but the Aquarius stage of life. Everything's being exposed.
They already said that the children that are born now, that's been born in the last 5 years, they're the alpha generation. They said the alpha generation, you're not gonna be able to con them with the race talk. You ain't gonna be able to con them through the religion talk. You're not gonna be able to con them. They're gonna be, how can I be successful? If you ain't talking about how to be successful, they don't want to hear nothing from you.
Right.
Right, and that's what it's about. Yeah, they don't want to hear that mess no more, and that's good. They're gonna hold you accountable. So go ahead.
What do you know about Josh Williams that presented his DEI argument on the floor to, I think it was on the House floor, where he brought out all the evidence that DEI benefited mostly white women?
It did.
Do you know of him? His name is Josh Williams, I think.
Yeah, I think I think I heard of him. I heard a little bit of it. What
Josh
he was talking
Williams.
about. Yeah, I heard a little bit of it. Yeah, it does. When DEI, before DEI was implemented, the government had 25% black employment of black workers. Since DEI was implemented, it's only 18%, so it dropped. Only 5% of black people benefits out of DEI. To add a kicker on to that, the FAA, what said they had a shortage of air traffic controllers, but they didn't have a shortage of applicants. They had over 1,000 applicants that were denied because those applicants did not meet DEI quotas, and they had a gang of guys on there that made perfect scores on the simulation test and all the testing. They made perfect scores on them, and they didn't get hired. And those people are actually suing the FAA for not getting hired. So it's most likely going to go to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court going to have to do something about that. So they had the applicants, they had people that wanted to do the work, but because of DEI, they wouldn't hire the people because they wasn't who they didn't beat the DEI quota. So that's why I say meritocracy. That's why Trump blamed them, was talking about it. The reason those crashes was happening, over the Potomac is because of DEI. That's why everybody said, "But Trump, what are you talking about?" I did get my research and found it. And he wasn't
Yeah.
lying. I be trying to find where Trump be lying on some of this stuff, but boy, you can't find Trump lying, man.
Hey, mouthpiece. Sandra said, I also like this administration. JD Vance, next president. Trump and Tram is fierce, honey. Well, she didn't say honey. I just added that too. Yes. Mouthpiece in the house. Well,
Got to be.
this was a very interesting conversation, but I have to go. April, thank you for having me on the panel. I hope we can hook up soon. Lot of things been going on. We'll talk about it, but thanks for your knowledge. Yes, I appreciate it.
Right.
I
I'm gonna do a quick recap. So what we said is Angie Stone underlabed her stuff. Angie Stone should have seen what Prince, Michael Jackson, all the artists before her went through. Angie Stone should have moved in silence. She saw what the music industry did to them artists. I don't know why she thought she was gonna be. Hey, hey, one. I don't know how she thought. Hey, y'all, she was gonna be any special. You know, like then you make an announcement going at the music go on tour. No, 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 baby. You unalived your own self. You should have moved in silence. We talked about these artists. They need to have three people look at their contracts. They're using the rappers. They're unaliving them. You can't tell them nothing. And it's all built by design. Then we talked about Marvin Sapp. He need to be set down for a minute. He did a church robbery. He tried to hold the church. He need to be set down for a minute. He did a church robbery. He held everybody in that church hostage. You don't tell the ushers to close the doors and lock them. And so, yeah.
Girl, we
So
would have been swinging in that church, honey. You lock a door.
we gotta start. We gotta start holding people accountable for the stuff that they do, especially these leaders. These ain't leaders. These go along, get along gangs with their own agenda. You know, and don't tell me that they need to stop taking videotaping out of the churches. No, Marvin Sapp got caught up in his mess. How the heck you gonna tell people they can't church until 40,000 artists? The money he making on tours and everything else, he could have called R. Kelly, had him make him another song. R. Kelly wrote Listen for him. He could have had a hit record if he needed 40K that bad. But to hold your church members hostage, He need to be set down. Ain't no excuses. I don't want nobody hollering. Well, you supposed to do that. I'm supposed to give from my heart and what I give. I ain't supposed to go to church and somebody tell me that they getting ready to tell the ushers close the doors. And you gonna tell me that I can't leave until 40K. That they would never would have made it. They wouldn't have, I would have been like, never would have paid it.
Hate
Yeah.
it.
And I saw the best in y'all, and I'm gonna walk out of there and say, y'all see the best in him and let him give you that 40K. So that's the recap for the show. Uh so um I thank y'all for joining me. I know I might be too strong. Some people can't understand where we coming from over here. We people, we don't want to hear no more excuses. We holding people accountable, including our black people, including our race of people. We making everybody accountable for their actions. So I thank y'all for joining me. Did you want to give a closing statement, Prince?
Yeah, all I gotta say is, yeah, man, watch out for these natural disasters, better known as so-called pastors. Yeah, you should have called 911. You got him hit with 100 counts of kidnapping. That's what they doing. That's kidnapping. That's false imprisonment. So yeah, he should have had a whole lot of counts, man. And he can go and put him in handcuffs and let the system take care of him. Some of these people let the system
Uh-huh.
take care of them. Yeah, I ain't gonna put my
Yeah.
hands on them. I go call that white man. Yeah, I'm gonna go on and sell out.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna go on and coon and buffoon on the Marvin Sapp. Yeah, I'm gonna buck dance and do everything. Get you out of here, buddy. Wave your bye.
Yeah.
And press charges on
Yeah.
your butt. I'm gonna press charges on you. Because you're a law-abiding
Hmm.
citizen, Marvin Sapp. You ain't no gangster. So I ain't gonna do no gangster business with no law-abiding citizen. I just use the system against you. Because you black anyway. So I can go on and, yeah, you black anyway. So the system don't like you no way. So we'll just go on and use the system to take care of you that's doing bodily harm and doing financial harm to our people. So if you want to harm our people, I got the white man would gladly put you in jail. Go on and send your butt to El Salvador. Yeah, that's what I like. All I gotta say. Thank you
Hmm.
for bringing me up, April Showers. I
Okay.
appreciate your platform, and I have much love for you.
Oh
And
yeah.
also you,
Yeah.
Miss
We.
V.
Oh yeah. We keep it real over here. We making everybody accountable. I had to make myself accountable. If I get a speeding ticket, I gotta pay it. If I break the law, I gotta pay it. I might. I got to go get a lawyer and pray and everything. We not holding none of these so-called black leaders of black people, the gatekeepers, we not holding them accountable for nothing. And I'm sick of people talking about, let's pray about it. I'm sick of people talking about everybody's God's children, and they're not. Lucifer got his own people out here. You know, he's got his own set of people. Everybody ain't children of God. So that's my opinion. That's my take. Hey, so I wish everybody the best. Hey Dave. And I wish everybody the best. Yeah. Okay. So